Hello, this is Aaron, and this is day 3 of the 67 Steps program. So I'm going to be reading my notes. Today, Ty talked a lot about humility, which is the next character trait of success that I learned. Humility. Michael Jordan's secret is intently listening, then taking action, and that's really the fact that he's intently listening and listening to listening to everyone, and then taking action based on what he heard shows that he's humble because he's admitting that he doesn't know it all. So he's learning. He's always willing to learn, and that's the key. That's the key to learning is being humble. And I wrote, "You don't know it all. Be humble with your actions. You must become an implementer. I do not know it all and need to learn what will make me successful. I need to have the mind of a child. Learn from everybody. Everybody has something I can learn from. Just like Abraham Lincoln said, either I can learn not to do something they're doing or to do something that they are doing." And this was a side note that I wrote to myself in regards to learning because I was thinking, you know, sometimes I'm pretty intimidated to learn things or to pick up learning something because I feel like it's going to take a long time. And I realize that society has tricked me and lied to me and told me that it's going to take a long time. It's going to take a long time to learn something. You're going to have to do this, this, this. You're going to have to you're going to have to follow, the educational process to learn something. But that's not how it is. I can learn things quickly with drive, passion, and humility. And so that's huge for me. So I need to realize that I can learn things very simply, as long as I'm passionate and humble about what I'm doing. The more I learn and act on, the more the more success I will have. Take the benefit of everything you learn from anyone and craft it into your game. I can by taking all the good things that I learned from different places and putting it into myself, I'm gonna have so much good qualities that my game is gonna be really on point. So that's something that I really want to work on. And then so I also wrote down what my humility score was, which is pretty bad. For reading, on a scale from 1 to 10, I'm about a 4. I do read online. I read like blogs. I read articles. I read things that successful people are posting. I read about success. I don't read books all that often. Whenever I pick one up, um, I don't. To this day, I haven't. I probably finished 50% of the books I read. I don't. I just stop, and that's something that I need to change. And my mentor score or my ability to go out and look for mentors is a 1. I've never met anyone or no one's ever come across my life besides Ty that I've seen as a mentor. But I realized mentors aren't going to come and fall in my lap. I gotta go out there and find them. I gotta look for them. I gotta see who's successful, and I gotta have a hunger to learn from them. So I need to raise that. Now my copy competitor score is a 7 because I feel like that's it's all right, but it could be better. I do realize that the people in the business that I'm in, there's people that have been doing it a lot longer, that are a lot more successful, and that shows something. And I realize that whatever they're doing it right. So that's why I copy them. But I don't feel like I'm always copying or implementing it in the exact way they're doing it, or I'll feel like, hey, I can do it better, or whatever. And I need to drop that kind of attitude, and I need to move that score up to a 10. And my spending money on knowledge is about a 5 right now. I do spend money on programs like this and books, but I'm not spending enough. At least I don't think I am. I need to be spending more. I need to be investing more into myself. So I need to raise that up to a 9 or 10 because that's if I don't spend the money to buy the knowledge, I won't get the knowledge. Um, so my average humility score was a 4.25, which is horrible. So over the next what is it, 64 days, I need to raise that up. I'm making a goal to raise up my average score to a 7.5, and then in the next 18 months, I want to raise it to a 9. So by the end of this program, I'm going to bring it up to a 7.5. And in the video, I really liked how Ty was calling. He calls you out on. He was calling me out. He was saying, "Why are you so cocky? When you're not all that." And I feel like that was amazing because I don't have anyone that tells me that. I need someone that's gonna tell me that because I am cocky. Like I said, I'm a young guy, so I feel I'm a young guy doing in business, and I feel like that entitles me to feel cocky and to feel like I'm the shit, but I'm not, because the results aren't there. I haven't made a $100,000 company. I haven't done any of those things. So when Ty asked me that, I was like, whoa. I had to write that down. Why are you so cocky when you're not all that? I need to be humble. And I need to measure my humility, and I need to increase it. What I learn only matters if I implement it. Just like the story that Ty was talking about the parable with Jesus, saying about the two brothers, saying that where the father told his two sons to do something. I forgot what it was that he said, and one said, "Okay, I'm going to do it," but didn't do it, and the other son said, "Okay, I'm not going to do it," yet he still did it. So it doesn't matter if they said whatever they said, but it matters what was done. So I need to be the second son that did. I need to be an implementer. Now, the question that Ty asked us at the end of this program, or at the end of this video, was, what is the number one area that I have not been humble and in action on? And for me, I'm a business owner, like I mentioned, and I haven't achieved a whole lot, honestly. I am young, but I haven't achieved a whole lot. But I act like I have. I act like I have, and I act really cocky just because. And I need to accept that just because I'm a young guy in business, that doesn't make me successful. That doesn't make me the shit. And I need to actively seek how I can be more successful, and how I can learn more, and how I can be more. And the tangible thing that I will do differently today is I need to change. I need to start rewiring that mindset of thinking that I'm cocky, thinking that I'm the shit, and I need to stop being cocky. I'm gonna go out tomorrow. It's too late right now. It's 10:30, but I'm gonna go out tomorrow. I'm gonna buy the top 3 books on Ty's reading list for business, and I'm gonna start reading those. And I need to start actively looking for a mentor because I'm scared to do it, honestly, but I need to be humble enough to realize that if I don't do it, that there's knowledge out there, and that there's knowledge out there that can help me, that will not help me, that will literally make me achieve what I want to achieve. So, and me not being humble, it all links back to me not being humble, because if I was humble, I would realize that, and I would accept it, and that would get rid of the fear of looking for a mentor. But I don't think that way. I haven't, I don't, not that I don't believe it, but in the past I haven't thought, hey, there's people out there that are smarter than me that I need to get knowledge from. So now I need to change that. But anyways, this is the end of my reading today, or in my video today. So thank you. Bye-bye.